So you said out of these 4 years, you did your CELTA after the first year you worked here.
Yes.
And what motivated you to take the CELTA course?
To be honest, it felt like a duty. Everybody here trusted me to be a good teacher and to do my job properly, and I wanted to rise to the expectations, and I really want to. I was very grateful for the full experience. So it's here at ECA. It's the first place where I actually felt supported, guided, helped, encouraged, motivated to be a good teacher, and I really wanted to show that I can do this. So this is the first place where I actually had the right environment, the nurturing environment to become a good teacher, and I really wanted to do it, and I felt like it's the next step in my professional development.
It's amazing. That's very nice to have all these elements that sort of came together into
let's say
special
that
step.
I now realize I was lucky to be able to teach in other places because I could compare things and places and styles and work environments, and I found that this was the right place for me.
Were you nervous before starting it? How were the expectations before the course?
I was, because I did ask my fellow teachers who had done CELTA to share some of their experience, and everybody said that, yeah, so you should, say goodbye to your family, free time and sleep, because you won't have any of that. And I was a little bit nervous about it, but it turned out a little bit different than I expected.
How so?
So it was intense, definitely intense. But I actually liked it. I liked the challenge. I liked being able to work alongside other teachers from different backgrounds, maybe different countries, and it was very nice. There was a lot of hard work, but we also had fun, and it was a mix of the two things, and I really liked it. I would do it again.
What was the biggest challenge before you anticipated before doing the CELTA?
So I did feel that maybe people expected a little bit more from me because I had been here for a year, and I wanted to show that I did learn things, and it was a little bit challenging to stay focused all the time. I think I needed to feel focused all the time. Input sessions, planning, teaching, feedback. It was a little bit challenging to juggle all of these things. Also personal life, because you have to take that into consideration. But it was okay in the end.
So about the course itself, you had all these expectations building up, and then you realized it wasn't that bad. How did you find let's start with the structure. How was the structure?
Very well put together. I mean, I like the fact that 1 week, it's actually 2 weeks, we get to work with one trainer, and the other 2 weeks we change, the trainer changes. So we get to benefit from two, let's say, perspectives, although their feedback and input sessions they work together, it's standardized, but still it's nice to have different perspectives on input sessions and feedback sessions, and get to benefit from both their experience, let's say, and vision. And also I like the fact that actually one of the most important aspects is that we get to do teaching practice, and we can immediately apply what we learn in the input sessions. And so the teaching prep side of this course is very important, because maybe some other teachers have never taught before, so they get to do this immediately after, let's say, at same time with the theoretical part of the course, so we can benefit from both of them at the same time. And immediately apply all the theoretical concepts.
Okay. And of all these things that you said that worked well together, which was the most valuable for you?
I've never taught, so I think CELTA course was the only opportunity I had to teach adults. So I got the taste of it, got to taste it a little bit. I liked it. It's very different from teaching children. And so if in the future I decide to do this, to teach adults, I know that I can do it. I've done it before, so I have no doubt that I would be a great teacher for adults too.
But for now, you enjoy teaching children.
I enjoy teaching children. It's a fun factor.
During the course, did you have an aha moment or something that clicked? Was there a lesson or advice that really changed your perspective on teaching?
So I remember that I did tell Theo that I struggled with writing lessons. At that time, I was struggling with my confidence in teaching writing lessons. I want them to be valuable for the students, meaningful. And I remember that she worked a lot with me on this. And one of my last teaching practices was, I had actually 2 teaching practices on writing. She specifically gave me the challenge, the task, in order to give me feedback on one, and then to be able to do another one after all the input sessions, all the feedback and the teaching practice, to actually show me that my writing lessons are actually valuable and I am a good teacher when doing a writing lesson.
Wow.
So even though maybe I was reluctant and I didn't like it, she forced me a little bit out of my comfort zone to help me prove to myself that I can do my job well.
So it really helped you build up the confidence.
Exactly.
In
Yes.
yourself. Wow.
I think this is one of this is what CELTA helped me the most with building self-confidence. When I plan my lessons, but also when standing out front of the classroom. That's one of the most important things. You need the students to trust you and see you as a competent teacher, and that's why you have to show confidence when you're standing in front of them.
You said, this was one element where I believe we can say CELTA had an impact on building up your confidence and speaking in front of children and students. What other important skills would you say you gained from the course?
Working under pressure.
That's right.
And meeting deadlines while doing good work. So not only meeting them, but meeting the deadlines with a good lesson plan. And not only that, but also tasks, because we had some writing tasks we had to work on. Also working alongside other teachers with different mentalities, different backgrounds, different teaching styles or different experience. It was nice to negotiate, mediate maybe different situations, find a common ground, and I think that's very important when in a working environment.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not like you're going to be a teacher on your own forever. You got to interact with other teachers as well.
I think this is one of the best part actually, working with other teachers, being able to work with other teachers.
Would you say working here with other teachers was how would you rate this experience working with other teachers here?
I remember in the beginning, after I finished my mentoring program, I was asked what helped me learn the most, and I said that's spending a lot of time in teachers' room. Because every time I asked a question, there were 3 or 4 teachers ready to answer my questions or help me in any way, and I think that's what makes International House is what it is, be what it is actually, a great work environment.
Wow.
And I had a lot of aha moments in teachers' room, but
that's amazing. So it's a nice environment in
it's
itself.
A wonderful
it continues the learning process, learning together.
Exactly.
Wow.
You learn something every day just spending time in teachers' room.
Looking back on recommending, would you recommend this CELTA course to other teachers?
Definitely. It's a course that opens a lot of doors to teaching all over the world. It's something that grants you this ability, let's say, to travel, to work in other countries maybe. And apart from this, it also helps you it helps you as a teacher, no matter where you teach, where you do this job. It helps you do what you do in a good professional way. I definitely recommend it.
What would you say to a teacher who is hesitating to sign up for CELTA?
That there's nothing to lose. There's only things to gain, because there are teachers who do CELTA with zero experience, so they don't have a lot of knowledge regarding this job. It's easier when you have some knowledge or some experience. Otherwise, it can be challenging, but there's nothing to lose. If you are motivated and you want to become a good teacher, this is the right course to do. I was so dissatisfied with myself. I felt I wasn't a good teacher. And I researched courses for teachers. And so I was like, oh, okay, this looks interesting. Oh my God, it's so expensive. I can't afford this on a public school teacher salary. Yeah, so I just dropped it. And then eventually I quit my job at school. And then I just got a call and somebody asked me for an interview while I was trying to convince my kid to get vaccinated in the doctor's office. Like, what? Okay, yeah, I'm coming. When? Where? Fine. And then I had an interview with Lily, who was like, we offer CELTA. And I always say that Lily had me at CELTA.
Okay.
So she convinced me to join the team when she said CELTA. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So that was... so you're already sold on that?
Yes. So the rest was, we shall see. But if I can do CELTA. So as a factor, CELTA can be a motivating factor to join the team, because not a lot of school offers this opportunity, this amazing opportunity to grow as a teacher. I haven't found this anywhere else, actually. This was the first place. And as I said, you had me at CELTA.
It's really an attractive element for teachers.
It is.
CELTA.
It should be. So I think more teachers should find out about this course, because nobody told me about it in public school. I just did a little bit of research on my own and found out about it, but I didn't really understand, let's say, or what it actually means. Not until somebody with more experience told us about it.
So if you look back now, how would you summarize your whole CELTA experience in one word or one sentence?
Intense, but worth it. Definitely worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a special memory from the CELTA course you like to share?
There have been a lot of memories, but I think I can share maybe the general feeling. It's like a high, to be honest, being able to do something, a lesson, a challenge, and then getting feedback on it. Maybe not, the feedback was always constructive, but maybe it wasn't what I expected. But then it's okay, but I'll do it again. Let's try again. Let's read what I used to read my feedback and then try to apply it to my next lesson. And I always said, okay, challenge accepted. I'll do this again and I'll do it better this time.
Wow. Okay. It's a nice feeling to constantly get this, response on what you're doing and have a knowledge of is it a good quality, what can I change, and so on, and grow from that.
Yes, definitely. It's very important to listen to the feedback. The trainers, the CELTA trainers, were always very objective, and the feedback was always meaningful and constructive. And very useful. So everything that's put in the feedback form had a point, and as long as you're open and ready to apply it, it can only help you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Amazing.
Asking for my opinion.